So the man rat does a damage when it's maxed out of 23 per shot. So 3 shots of that, that is 69. Instant S tier. Alrighty, how we doing, people? We are making an objectively right. Because I'm always right. Okay, that's how it works. Welcome to the stream. I'm always right. Everyone knows they don't know what they're talking. This is why you should listen to me. Okay, you should only listen to me because I'm always right and I know how to play this game so good. I am like the best player out there. Yeah, we're just gonna be making a tier list of every gun in Farlight. Alright, let's just like check it out. Look at that. Oh, we got the tier list. Look at that. We got all them weapons over here. We got them with 6. Alrighty, so pretty much that's what we're ranking. We got my little Santa hat because it's Christmas. Well, a little bit past that, but it's still we're still in the Christmas spirit. I don't know, just like how's everyone Christmas? What y'all get? You know, presents are always the highlight. You get the new PS5. In case you didn't, you just get a new, maybe like a new computer, and you like, yo, this game looks pretty sick. Let me check it out. Here's a tier list of all the guns. So we're starting with the Jupiter 6. I think the Jupiter is an A tier. It is a solid gun. It's not quite good, but it's just an alright gun all around. Nothing to complain about, but nothing to highlight. You know, it can shred 2 people pretty quickly. You hit the shots, but for it to be accurate, you kind of have to be standing still, and we don't like that. You know, if you can move and still hit shots, that's where it's at. Next gun. What's our next sound? Let's see. Our next gun is the generator. So pretty much generator, better Jupiter. It's just a better Jupiter. Honestly, if you have to choose between one or the other, just pick the generator. It just rails through people a lot faster, it looks like. So, next one's the M4 Easy S tier. I'ma be real. I feel like it's a lot better than the generator. So I may put Jupiter on B tier actually. I'm gonna have to rethink my tiers here. So let's just rearrange it a little bit. Jupiter is alright. The generator is pretty good. Next we got the M4. As we have clearly stated. M4 easy S tier. Next one's the AK. Easy F tier. It's not it. It's just like it has so much bloom and such bad fucking. I can't think of the word. Just like kickback. Use a muscle to get rid of the. I think it's a drawback. I think it's a pretty big drawback. No, I forgot what it was called. I can't think of the word for some reason. I hate myself for that. But yeah, honestly, AK, not it. I don't think it's a viable gun anymore. You can only use a short range, and there's way better weapons for that. Mid range, the M4, and honestly, all of the other guns we've ranked so far are better mid range. They're just more accurate. They have less kickback. So, I feel like even though it does some pretty good damage, that's the only thing it has going for it. It's probably the one that deals the most damage at such a consistent rate, but it's just not it. So next one we got the Invader. I think the Invader, even though it has a pretty slow fire rate, it's still pretty accurate. So mid range you can use it kind of like a semi-fast sniper because it supports ×8. So that's pretty good. However, it's just if you get caught with that thing kind of like mid-range, if they have an M4, they're just gonna lit you up. So, not the best. I think the fire rate, it's just too slow. Even though it has pretty good damage, it is just way too slow. So you can't quite get good with it. Still better than the AK. Next one, the Porcupine. Porcupine though, pretty solid. Goes straight into 18, you know. It has like an okay fire rate. It's not as fast, but it still does more damage than the M4. However, M4 still, I feel like DPS, it does more. I'm gonna have to check online if I can find somewhere that it says what the DPS of each one is. Maybe a lot of post-production, so that'll be in the YouTube video if I actually make one that's relatively good quality. But Porcupine, pretty A tier, you know, pretty solid. We sticking with that one. We like it. If you have to choose between the M4 and the generator, or the Porcupine and the generator, I think the Porcupine is better. So we're putting top A. Porcupine is top A. Generator, like bottom A. It's just better than Jupiter, so it can be on the same one. But I think we're sticking with that. Next is the Mad Rat. This one's gonna be interesting. Okay, so Mad Rat, it's a C tier for me. It is not. It's just the burst fucking sucks. If you just an automatic is so much better all of the time. Honestly, just the only reason why it's not an F tier is because I guess it's still viable mid range, but it's just like. I'm very tempted to put in F tier. That's how bad I feel about it. It's just like not it. It does an okay amount of damage, but so the Mad Rat does a damage when it's maxed out of 23 per shot. So 3 shots of that is 69. Instant S tier. Everything I said, I was wrong. It's an S tier, okay? I'm thinking B tier. Cause it has pretty good accuracy, it does pretty good damage. When you first get it, it has a built-in scope, so like in Battle Royale, if it's the first gun you get, now you have a pretty decent mid-range weapon and you don't have to worry about shit. I don't have a scope. However, because it has it built in, it also means you can customize it. So that's a little bit, it's a blessing and a curse. Overall, and it also doesn't have that much ammo when you first get it. It only like 16 without the ammo pack. That's also a pretty big downside. However, I still think it's a decent gun. Overall, I think it's gonna be a B tier. Next gun is going to be the UMP 99. So UMP, alright, here's what I'm thinking. It has pretty good fire rate. I think it just shreds to people, so it's pretty up there. I personally really enjoy this gun. I like it. They updated the noise. It sounds clean. It reminds me of the Needler, so maybe it doesn't do just that much damage, but it's pretty accurate, and it's really fast. So I think it's going S tier. I think it's definitely better than the Porcupine, even when it comes to ARs. So I think it's an easy S tier. That's where we're putting it. I think it's a solid gun. I think you just run through ammo way too quickly. However, if you get them like in a jump at them, you just shred to them, and it's a really solid secondary weapon. Now it's a really solid like first weapon. You just have to have a different first. So for that, I think it's low A tier. I still think it's a solid gun, but it just runs through ammo way too fast for it to be solid in game. So that was the White Dwarf. Next up we have the Mad Rabbit. That honestly, I have like nothing special. It's just it's nothing good, nothing bad. It's just literally the definition of a B tier. Like, it's just low B tier though. It's like I think the It's nothing special, you know? It's just like, it's got pretty alright damage. It's pretty alright, uh, what's it called? Fire rate. It's just nothing crazy, nothing too good, nothing too bad. The definition of, I guess if I have to use it, I'll use it, but I'd rather not, you know what I mean? It's not unusable. No, like you can still use it, and like still be alright with it. I think it might be. I don't know if it's C tier or B tier. That's the thing, because it's like it's literally the definition. It's just mid. That's the word. It's mid. That's what B tier is. It's just mid. Nothing too good. Nothing too bad. Moving on. This one. This one's really good. It's a great gun. I just suck at using it. I think it's just a little bit below the white dwarf for me. Just because it's the burst. I hate burst. However, it's a solid gun. I fuck with it. So, we're gonna go with A tier on that one. And honestly, yeah, it just slaps. It's just like you just hip fire that thing. Close range, and what are they gonna do? Nothing. They can't do nothing. You're hitting them 54 damage per second, something like that. So, solid gun. Next up, we have the UC. I'm pretty sure. So, UC, early game, I guess pretty strong. Late game, this thing is unusable. This is just reloader simulator. You can maybe get rid of their shield, but that's about it. So unless you have a strong secondary to back it up, not it. But I mean, there's some of them. I think it's just C tier. It's just not it. Yeah, it's just not it. It's just not it. Okay, moving on. Bar. I already know I'm putting this though. Look, so this one is pretty. It's a solid gun. It does 200 headshot damage apparently. So that's crazy. So for the headshot damage, if you hit your shots, it's high A tier. It's not quite S tier just because that little click that you gotta do, it takes so long. So it's just like you have to hit the first one or you're done for. You can't just keep trying at it. You can't just like hit and then try to see how it goes. Maybe you predict it. I mean, no, it's either you hit it or you're done. However, if you hit it, it's pretty good damage. So I think that's why high. Next up, we have the Defender. Feels like an AR, not like a sniper. If I'm basing it on sniper wise, I think this is a B. I think it's a B tier. So better than the VSS. No, this one's are better. I think it's a solid gun. It's not a great sniper. It feels like an AR. It just feels like a better invader. Just does more damage, and I guess it shoots I think a little bit slower, but it feels alright. So for that, I'm gonna have to give it a B tier. I think a B tier is what we're thinking of. Okay, next up, Stellar Wind. Stellar Wind is just it's low S tier. It's just solid. The only thing I don't like about it is its sound. That's why the bar is so high, because the sound is nutty. But the Stellar, you shred through people. It has so much ammo. It is unbelievable. 47 damage. That is great damage. 97 headshot. Really solid. I mean, it's like 3 headshots and 1 body, and they're gone full shield, which is not that much, but out of somebody that's like kind of sneaking about, you can easily get 2 headshots, which then you just pull out your secondary and you shred them. So I think Stellar Wind solid as sniper. and it's also a sniper. So long range, which is how it's meant to be used, it is a solid gun, I feel like. Next up, I already know where this gun is going. Okay, this gun is goated. Double headshot, instant kill, no matter what. It is so clean to hit that. That is why I think it goes above the UMP. Ancient Star, easy S tier. Slaps gun. You get that double headshot. And even when you don't, you still hit him up for like pretty good amount of health. So yeah. Next up we have the Fanatic. So Fanatic, it's a solid A tier. I think it's right below the White Dwarf. It is solid shotgun. It's not the best. It's just solid. You can stand your ground with it, and it's just a solid gun overall. I think that's pretty much, it's just a solid gun, solid A tier. Okay, so to finish it off, the Hound. Honestly, pretty solid gun. It's a solid B tier. I think it does a lot of damage, so that's good. It just doesn't have a lot of range, so you gotta be real up close for it to work. That's the only downside to it. Overall, it's just there we go. That is it for today. You got the AK is the only one in F tier because the AK fucking sucks. And actually no, I'm demoting the UC down there. The UC you can't use the UC. I take back everything I said. The UC is an F tier. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know how to feel about the Mad Rabbit over here. I think the Mad Rabbit, we're gonna demote it to high C. There we go. That seems like it. That seems more like it. Guns you should never use, AK and the UZ. Don't use them. Why would you? They suck. The S tier, the M4 needs to be in there no matter what. And then you get the Ancient Star, the UMP 99, or if you want to have a sniper, go with the Stellar. So that is my tier list. Tell me why I am right, because I'm not wrong. If you think so, leave it in the comments so I can ban you, because we will not accept this. I hope you guys enjoy that. I will be turning this into a YouTube video, so check it out over there in about a week or so from when I'm working with it. So yeah, this is what we have. Okay, so hope y'all enjoy that.